true hippie.
What is up, Gainers family? It's me, Tom Powell from Love Island, and we are here today to talk about my journey and what it's taken to get me here today.
My name is Thomas Powell. I was on Love Island 3 years ago, and my background in sports training is I was an international rugby league player for 7 years. I got 21 caps for Wales, 3 caps for Great Britain, got injured. Stopped being into fitness and transferred over to the bodybuilding side. The reason why I started bodybuilding was my injuries. I had to stop playing my sport for injuries. So instead of becoming fit, I wanted to look good instead, because I couldn't be fit for a long period of time. I wanted to look fit and I wanted to appear like I was still fit. So that's when I fell in love with bodybuilding, fell in love with the gym. It was very, very difficult to train in Love Island. There was a very limited amount of kit. You sort of had to make it up as you went along. There was 30k dumbbells, which isn't much. There was no bench. There was a little bench which you'd fall off of or would break every day. It was 45-degree weather, so you'd wake up sweating, you were boiling, so you couldn't really do anything. You sort of maintained instead of built anything. You stayed lean, but you couldn't do anything else. But then afterwards, it was very difficult to train. Being on the road all the time, travelling up and down, doing photo shoots, doing PAs, etc. I was very, very busy. I was maybe home 1 week a month. So for that year period, I'd say, I just put a tweet out saying which is the best gym in the city that I'm in. I get a few responses, check out the best gym, and I'd try and train there as much as physically possible. But I was not in great shape for that year, I'd say. The most advice that I wish that I'd been told: don't lift heavy. Twice I've had massive injuries because of ego lifting. Unless you're a powerlifter, you don't need to do 1 rep maxes. You don't need to try and show off to your mates. And twice now that I've done this, I've caused myself massive injuries, and it has had massive setbacks in my training for months. I'm still in recovery now after a year out. So that's the only advice that I give. Don't rush things, take your time, and try not to get ahead of yourself. The best bit of advice I could give is just keep consistent, keep at it. Take records before and after to see how far you've come. Appreciate the little wins that you get. You benched 5 kilos more, 10 kilos more than you did last month. Celebrate it. I know it's not much to you, but it is actually a lot in the long-term process. All you need to do is be consistent and keep at it. How often do I train? I must train 3 times a day, twice a day, every single day. Maybe once or twice, Saturdays and Sundays. Monday to Friday, I'll train twice, 3 times a week. My best muscle group used to be my chest until I ripped it off. Now I think my leg. Again, ego lifting. So I've been doing CrossFit for the past, I'd say I've been doing CrossFit for the past year and a half. And I was in a powerlifting gym, and the powerlifters there were saying that us as CrossFitters aren't very strong. So me and my ego got in the way, and I thought I'm going to enter a powerlifting competition to try and show these powerlifters that I'm as strong as them, because I knew I was. So in prep, it was the second week into my program, my powerlifting program. Bench press, 180 kilos in the bar. My 5th rep. It wasn't my 1 rep max. It was the 5th rep. On the way down, total rupture. Went to see a physio. I was out for 3 months. Then went into surgery. And now it's been about 6 months after. So about 10 months I've been since I ripped it off. When I'm dieting, I tend to fast, which is my life hack. If I start eating first thing in the morning, I'm hungry all day, and I cannot get into my calories. So if I fast until about 11 o'clock in the morning, I get up at 6 o'clock every morning, 5:30 every morning to start at 6. So if I eat then, I will be hungry all day. If I don't eat until 11, I can last all day and be under my calories, otherwise I'm a goner.
Okay.
If I'm not in the gym, I'm just being active. I'm either traveling the world, traveling the country, or just trying to keep active, like anything outdoors. I can't remember the last TV show I watched, the last film I watched. I'm not one for staying indoors and doing nothing, to be honest with you. I do chill out now and again, but I can't really keep still. I like moving about.
Oh.
Do you know, weirdly, Thailand is up and coming. I went to Thailand 2 years ago and it was fantastic with weights and CrossFit was big out there and functional fitness was massive out there. Not so much bodybuilding, they're all about fitness. And there's a thing called Unit, what was the unit called? Unit 63 or Unit 69 in Thailand, and that is one of the best gyms I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, it is the dream. It's like Venice Beach. Yeah, massive. There is a lot of games there, let me tell you. It's like Venice Beach, but in Thailand. My one meal for the rest of my life, pizza. A Domino's pizza, I cannot say no. That's my one weakness. One weakness. Right now, I haven't got a long-term goal because my short-term goal is recovery, to get back to as fit as I was. Like, I struggle with overhead squats, I struggle with burpees, I struggle with quite a lot of movements now because of this injury. So I haven't got a long-term plan. It's just get to this short-term plan as fast as physically possible, and then maybe I'll go into competing CrossFit-wise, or I did a celebrity boxing match last year. I'd love to get into that again, but I can't see me ever competing on stage, unfortunately, because of this injury. The way it's formed, I know I wouldn't win, and I don't do things that I know I'm not going to win. I'm the worst loser in the world. So guys, I'm Tom Powell, and I've told you all about my journey. So next time you use your Gainers belt, make sure to hashtag my journey, and you could be next to tell your story.